Well, happy Monday to you all. What I want to do is just make a quick video and make sure that we're all on the same page and also answer any questions that you all might have. I'd rather we all be on the same page and have all your questions answered before we leave as opposed to any one of you wondering what's going on and what details that you might have missed. So, as you all know, we're heading up to Michigan and partnering with an organization called Intercity Impact. And what Inner City Impact does is they work with troubled kids and they work with kids who are at risk. And really, a lot of these kids come from broken families and from dangerous neighborhoods in Chicago. And so, what ICI does is once a year they put on a camp for these kids. Most of them have never left Chicago. And so, this is a really neat opportunity for them to leave their environment and be able to experience things that they haven't been able to experience before and might never experience again. And we get to play a part in making that happen. And really a fun-filled week where they get to hear the gospel and get to really do a lot of exciting things. And so our role at this camp is going to be, we'll be doing all the games, we'll be doing all the activities, we'll be doing all the devotionals, and some of our students are actually also co-counselors in the cabins that these kids are sleeping in and staying in. And so this camp is for elementary school kids from first grade to fifth grade, and so really excited for what the Lord's going to do in the lives of our students, but also in the lives of these kids who are coming up for a week of camp. What I want to just quickly touch base on the forms that are needed, packing list. Also, I'll touch on transportation, the cost of the trip, and also briefly give a flyover of the schedule. These are the two applications or the two forms that I need from you all. Most of you have already filled out the one on the left, and what it is this form is just a release form that allows your student to be at camp. And so, like I said, most of you have already filled that out, but I'm still waiting on a number of you to give it to me. I need it by Wednesday, so if you can please have this form filled out by Wednesday, I'd greatly appreciate it. And you can also see there's a packing list on the form as well. But I also made another packing list on a separate document that I'll attach below. And the second document that I really need and is mandatory is this health form that you see on the right. Every student needs one filled out, so if you could print that out for me, if you could fill that out and give it to me by Wednesday, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm going to make sure also to have this in the attachments below. In terms of a timeline for the trip, here's kind of the flyover, the kind of the details. We are leaving on Sunday, and the plan is for us to leave Oxford Bible Fellowship at 11 a.m. If you could arrive at 10:30, and that way we can load up the vans and we can hit the road by 11, that'd be fantastic. We'll stop for lunch around noon, and we're set to arrive in Saugatuck, Michigan at around 5 p.m. My plan for Sunday night is for us to just have a kind of laid back and relaxed evening, and I want to spend this time with our students to just bond and be able to create some good memories, have some fun, play some games. We're going to be staying at a lake house that belongs to one of our staff members here at the church. He and his wife have been gracious enough to not only let us use their lake house, but they're also going to be grilling and helping out with different activities at the house there. So we're going to arrive in Saugatuck around 5 p.m. and like I said, we'll have some dinner, we'll play some games, relax, and then I'll also be doing a couple of training sessions with the students, just preparing them for what to expect this week of just really intensive physically and emotionally. It'll be really challenging and stretching, and just want to make sure that they're prepared for it. Monday morning, we're going to leave around 8 a.m., and we're set to arrive at the camp at 9:30. All the kids should be arriving around 10:30 from Chicago, and so after that, it's just a regular camp schedule. Every morning, we'll be waking up around 7 a.m., and lights out is at 11 p.m., so you can imagine after a week of that, your student is going to come home exhausted, and so they'll be ready to come home and catch up on some sleep and really get some rest and recuperate. The plan on Saturday is for us to leave the camp at about 9 a.m. and again we'll stop for lunch around noon, and Lord willing we are set to arrive back at the church around 3 p.m. I'm renting 2 vehicles from Enterprise, and so I'll be driving one vehicle, and Yvonne Van Bibber will be driving the second vehicle. The cost for the trip is $150, and if you can pay with check or with cash, but if you do write a check, please make it out to Oxford Bible Fellowship, and in the memo line, please make sure to write high school service trip. And if I could have that again by Wednesday, and that would be really helpful. That way, I'm not carrying around a lot of money with me during the week that we're away. So that's really it for me. I just want to make sure to give you guys the details of the trip. Once again, I'm always available to answer any questions. I'll have my cell phone on me at all time while we're gone. So feel free to reach out to me, text me, ask me any questions you might have. And please do pray for us. It's going to be, like I said, a fantastic week, but it's also going to be challenging, stretching. So we cover your prayers. And so looking forward to what God's going to be doing in our lives, and also looking forward to coming back and sharing what God did. Thanks again, and I hope this was helpful for you all.